Hey sixth graders, so here we are. We're working on our still life project, and in your still life project you have 4 objects. You have the objects overlapping. You have them at different orientations, so they're more interesting. There's different sizes of objects, which is all great. Now this was the tutorial drawn by that 5th grade volunteer who's a super duper artist. So we have all of the objects drawn for us. Now this is going to be our practice sheet. What I have done so far is I've simply taken a ruler and I've divided it up into segments. So things that I planned out when I was divided into segments. I wanted to make sure that I had at least something interesting in every segment, and my segments are all different sizes. So I've chosen to do each technique based on what was in the box. For example, that real color section, I really wanted to highlight what the snake plant looks like, so I chose that for real color. Over here, this has 2 objects that were different, so I thought that would be great for 2 color. Over here, I chose 1 color because that glass jar is essentially 1 color. It's all those different glasses. Excuse me, all those different values within the glass. Then, down here, I chose pattern because I had 3 different objects. Down the bottom here, this is going to be pencil shading section because I thought it would be really great to show the shadows. This section in here, this small little one, that's where we're going to do stipple. I wanted to make sure that I got the lemon in there for the shading with stipple. So I've made all my decisions based on what was going to be in his object. So let's get started on pencil shading. Pencil shading is what we're going to do first. So I'm just going to tilt my paper slightly. The pencil shading, what we're going to start with is I'm going to start putting in a shadow. Now underneath, this is a photocopy of a drawing from a student, underneath the lemon it would cast a shadow. So when we were working on the still life, one of the things that we did as a strategy was to put a little piece of paper underneath so that we can see the cast shadows. And again, we want to go black, 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 and then pull out to cast a little bit of shadow. Now my line's a little jagged, so I'm going to use the cheapest tool in the art room, and I'm going to use my finger, kind of blend that out. Again, use my finger, blend it out. Now let's think about the color on these objects. So the bottom of the apple would be darker. My light's coming from here. So my light's over here, that means here is going to be my darkest area. I'm not going to go quite as dark as the shadow. I am working with a rounded object, so I'm going to therefore have to shade in a rounded manner. As I'm scooching up, I'm going lighter and lighter with my pencil. I'm going to color the whole thing as this does not have a shine on this portion. Now I'm going to again use the cheapest tool in the art room and blend with my finger. I'm going to go back in and make it just a little bit more dramatic on the one side. Blend with my finger. So the important things that we're looking at is we have transitions. We have dark value, we have a medium value, and we have a light value. I'm going to go in and erase a little bit and then smooth out that erasing with my finger to have a very light value. I'm going to repeat the same thing on that lemon. The bottom of the course is darker, so I'm going to put in some curves. I'm going to give it a couple coats, make it a little bit darker on the bottom. And then I'm going to transition with curves again. I'm going to leave the top bare for now before I blend. I'm going to take my finger and just use my finger to kind of blend that up. And again, I have to bump up the drama. Have to remember these are going to be seen in the hallway, so I'm going to kind of bump up the drama. So what we're looking for is smooth transitions and differences in values. We don't want it all homogenized. We don't want an all single value. Now we're going to do the same principle when we go to the 1 color. I'm going to grab some colored pencils here. For the 1 color value, I'm going to select 1 color pencil, and that's it. End of story. That's all I get. I'm going to choose a nice medium color, mulberry. So I'm going to do this little section in 1 color. So this lemon would cast a shadow. So I'm going to go super duper duper dark. I'm going to work dark to light. So that would be super duper dark there. Then under this lip, that would be super duper dark. I'm going to put that in. Okay, over here, these great lines in the glass, that would be dark. As you're working, you need to have the object in front of you, as I have them off camera. Okay, shading here. This is going to be more of a medium. Oh, I went out of line. Ah, I got carried away there. Good thing colored pencil erases to a degree. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my lighter and medium tones. So I have to pick. So the lemon is a light yellow, so I'm going to go lighter. I'm going to leave a spot where the lemon would have a little bit of a shine. A little darker on the edges. Okay. Now I'm going to make my pot. Again, I'm going to work on smooth transitions. That's really important. So I'm going to have my dark flow into my medium. I'm going to go a little bit light there so I have all those different values. You can use your finger again. Kind of blend that colored pencil. And then colored pencil is great when you go in all different directions. I'm trying to eliminate those white spots. One direction, another direction. One direction, another direction. So my my pot has a little bit of a different value than my lemon. It's a little darker. And I do have a little highlight. I want to make that highlight a slightly more subtle highlight. The edge is going to be a little darker as it curves, starts to curve, so curve, 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 curve. Okay, now we're going to go onto the glass. Now the glass is going to be really light. So I'm like whispering my colored pencil. Barely touching. Wisping it. I'm going to put a big old shine right in the middle, wisping that colored pencil. I'm just going to do a second wispy coat on the edges. Okay, so here's the big takeaways here. We're adding value. We're imagining that this is all different purples. I'm not changing colored pencils. I only get my one purple colored pencil. I'm going dark to light. Making smooth transitions. I'm blending, and I'm assigning different values for everything. Some things are light values, some things are dark values.